Yeah, hey.
Hey, everyone. We're going to talk about AwesomeCon.
Because everything is awesome.
I have practically lost my voice because of the convention, so...
I've recovered.
No, I haven't.
It was very faint, crazy yesterday, but I think I'm good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this convention was amazing. From what I had read online, and of course it hasn't been verified, is that there was about 60,000 people this
weekend. I saw that as well. Crazy.
Yeah, it was...
I'm happy I didn't actually experience that 60,000. I think the 60,000 was really Saturday. Because I've seen some pictures and video. Saturday. Friday, it was pretty good. And as well as Sunday. Sunday was good too. And those are the off days.
Well, yeah, Sunday's hard because that's when people are checking out of hotels. Yeah. But yeah, definitely Friday, people are working, but that was very light, and Sunday was light, which is surprising because that was most of the things that Stan Lee was doing.
Yeah.
So I expected more people on Sunday, but Saturday was a madhouse. But a great madhouse. I was like, so much awesome.
So why don't you start with your day one first, Liz?
Well, day one, I got to spend some wonderful quality time with friends I don't get to see often, and once we got into the convention... I was really worried at first because this is the first time since AwesomeCon's been around for 5 years, but they did a bag check, and they started doing that.
Oh, the whole cosplay prop
bag check thing, and it was like one entrance, and I'm sitting there going like, oh my gosh, like you're telling me you're sold 60,000 tickets and there's one entrance. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
The line, it was so efficient. The line flowed. I don't think we were outside more than for our group, we weren't out for more a few minutes, not even 5.
Sweet.
And people were like really nice inside. I mean, that's one thing I love AwesomeCon is their volunteers are just so
the Brute Squad. Shout out to the Brute Squad.
Yeah, they're just so nice and helpful. I don't know. So day one was just it was just crazy. It was just trying to find everything because I call it the basement where it's at is kind of like the Pacific Rim hangar. I just kind of reminds me of that film of the big pillars, and you just kind of go on the top of the escalator and look out into this, like, amazing, I wouldn't say wasteland, but just, like, paradise of, like, everything nerd, and you're like,
I'll pause you right there before we go on to the other, so since we're kind of, like, getting in there, because that was kind of like the big hubbub with the whole thing that happened out of Salt Lake City with the whole cosplay prop thing. Yeah. I was nervous about it. And luckily enough, though, but my plan was being that I was a panelist, I didn't have to get in that crowd to get my badge. I could go straight to the programming room. Right. So I was plotting my whole way since, for me, I'm a 5th-year attendee, so it was kind of like an anniversary for me because I've been involved with the show.
Yeah.
And so it was a great anniversary. And I already kind of knew, being a 5th-year guy, my way around. So made my way quick to the program area. It was a breeze. And it's all a credit, though, as well to the Brute Squad that handle the certain areas with the regular attendees, and then handling their VIPs, their guests, their panelists with programming. It was sure shot, boom, I was good to go.
Right.
And hang out with one of your friends, David Van Tassel, who was Cal Director. Shout out to my man David down there. We talked a little bit.
Cool.
Talked about you. Talked a lot about.
I'm sure he did. David does talk about me a lot. He needs to stop.
Good guy. So so my come in there was pretty easy, and then so now we've gotten in, we got our tickets, hitting the show floor. What did you tackle or wanted to see first?
Well, the first thing I wanted to do was get a peek of David Tennant, so I was just being a stalker at that point. I was like, because I didn't get a ticket for him because the ticket price was way beyond what I was willing to spend for it. But I got to see him, which was awesome because I'd never been that close to him. So
you were in his aura, his presence.
Which is what I really loved this year. Is last year at AwesomeCon they did this weird 4-person grid thing for the actors and voice just everyone there, so you try to get in line and figure out where people were. This year it was so seamless of just having this straight line on one side and there's all the autographs, and then on the other side was the epic photos, I think. And that was run so well. I was way better than Wizard World Philadelphia, which was a cluster. Can I say words in this?
If you want
cluster fuck. Like it was like the Wizard World Philadelphia banned for life. Never. But AwesomeCon.
Okay.
But
So you tackled.
So I did that. Went down before, autographs first, and I saw this is day one, but I did my recon really. So Friday was recon.
Tip number 1 to any con goer: day 1, recon. Would you say so?
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you've never been
now, let's give some tips while we're doing this. Recon the floor. Don't blow your money. Don't blow your load. Don't just no. Enjoy it a little bit first.
Especially like people who just rush in.
You're bad, girl.
Bad
She's bad.
But a lot of people don't realize too, is a little tidbit, is a lot of vendors tend to give discounts on Sunday because they don't want to like mail the stuff back. So I was getting t-shirts that were selling on Friday for like $20. I was getting for 10 on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's a little tidbit. But Friday was recon day.
Yeah.
Did you have a panel on Friday?
Yeah, all my panels were on Friday. Okay. They were originally scheduled for Saturday, but I got them moved to Friday because on Saturday I didn't do the show because my daughter had her ballet recital. So shout out to Madison. You did great. You're amazing. Loved your recital. Aww. Thank you. She had 2 performances.
Oh, you're a good daddy.
I was a good daddy.
It shows that after... Dude, you should have seen all of the the stuff that she got on Father's Day too. I was like, you don't deserve any of this.
She hooked me up.
She did.
But then I hooked her up on Sunday when we get to Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, I had my 2 panels on Friday. The first panel was the Koslov I Can Be a Hero, hashtag I Can Be a Hero, with an amazing batch of panelists. Mackie Roll with Mackie's Chop Shop. Sorry, Mackie, you know I love you, girl. Mackie's Chop Shop, she was amazing. She was Ruby Road from The Fifth Element. Mm-hmm. Looked amazeballs, girl. Awesome. And I was also joined by Becky Taka Cosplay. She did Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen. Oh my gosh. Becky, you know I love you for forever as well. And my big brother with Koslov. He's been cosplaying for over 40 years. Created the East Coast Avengers. Created the over on the West Coast, the Avengers over there, I forgot what they're called. He formed the Blade Brotherhood. He's been cosplaying for over 40 years. He's an OG cosplayer. Liam Stillman. Love that guy. Liam is awesome. He was dressed up as some Star Wars character. He had R2-D5 with him on the stage, which was awesome.
I love him.
He created out of trash cans, and he's all about DIY cosplay, how anybody can make anything out of anything. Just awesome stuff. So the 4 of us, we had our panel on the backlot stage, and it's the premiere of the backlot stage at AwesomeCon. So we are happy to be the first opening act of the backlot stage, which was awesome. Which puts you on the main floor instead of out in the panel rooms. You're out there with the crowd, and people can see you. They can come up to you. It was awesome.
Manor Comic-Con does some stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that because then you don't have to worry about waiting in line too much. You kind of watch a little bit and keep walking.
There you go. Yeah. So if you didn't want to see us do our thing, you could just go ahead, get on and out your way. But it was cool. But it brought, I think, a lot more people. And when they saw the topics, it was cool. But the one thing, I was actually late to my own panel by a couple of minutes.
Are we surprised?
Because
I'm not.
Girl. I saw something from my daughter, which I'll show you later, that I had to buy that day. And
yeah, you're using your daughter as an excuse? That is
no.
So scum.
But I made it, I was late by 2 minutes. But we got it going, and actually, stay tuned to the New Release Wednesday channel. The full video of the panel was recorded. I got it recorded.
Good.
I'm going to have it up on New Release Wednesday, so check it out. Okay. You'll see what we talked about. Just basically cosplay community service, Koslov that I run. We go entertain at schools and hospitals, and we promote cosplay positivity and all of that. So it's just a beautiful thing that I work with a bunch of awesome people, and I love you guys. Koslov team, show your heart, show your love, Team Koslov. That's our slogan. So awesome with that. And after that, I got some time after that panel to kind of walk the floor, see a bunch of friends, and that's why I love going to these things. Friends you kind of usually don't see the rest of the year. You see them at a show. It's
a lot of people I only
love that
see
aspect
at
of it. Exactly.
Awesome. So it's it's sad because he lives so far away, but that's what conventions are so cool.
Yes.
Is that it brings all the nerds together, and then you feel like you haven't seen them for so long because Facebook makes you feel like a lot closer, which is great.
Yes.
But I saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in so long.
Mm-hmm. So that was awesome, just catching up and doing that recon because I had those panels, so that I kind of wanted to be careful, even though I was late because I just saw this awesome piece that I'll show you in a bit that I just had to pick up. So did the recon, and then for me. At my first panel was at 2:30. The totally awesome Asians panel was at 5, and that was off in one of the panel rooms. And when we started that, crazy, we had technical difficulties. So I had slides that I wanted to run, but they had like the wrong connections. But it's not on the no fault of the con. Awesome Becky, who I love. Finally got to meet Becky, who I've dealt with for years, but online in previous years as a press. Finally got to meet her in person, and that was awesome. She's a sweet gal. And but yeah, we had some technical difficulties when we started the panel, but being, I hate to say use the stereotype, but being Asian, we kind of figure out ways to kind of get around things and to just lighten up the crowd as things are going. So my buddy Keith Chow, and I'll go into my panelists in a second, but Keith, he basically pulled out his smartphone, and he and I are big Moana fans because our daughters are big into Moana. We started doing karaoke Moana, had the whole crowd singing various Moana songs until we kind of got things going. So it was awesome. And but we never got the slides going right. So we just kind of freestyled. And I got a credit to the professionalism of my panelists who were super awesome. So Keith Chow, who is kind of like the go-to Asian for pop culture, I would say, whenever they want to talk about how Asians feel. Like when the whole push for an Asian American Iron Fist was out there, CNN. Yeah. He was on there talking on CNN. He was on Fox News. He's on every channel. They go to my man Keith because Keith is awesome. Because he kind of formed SI Universe Media with a bunch of other amazing Asian creators and started like this first ever Asian American anthology called Shattered is one of them. They had a bunch of different names with it, but just he's just an awesome guy, and he is very involved with the Asian community that contribute a lot to entertainment, pop culture. Actually, one I want to plug because it's awesome. He's working with George Takei, who's like one of our biggest stars in the Asian community.
Nice.
They're working on a graphic novel about his life and different elements about his life. So I can't wait for that to drop. We're probably going to actually we will. I'm just going to say it now, so be ready, Liz. We're going to promote the hell out of that book when it comes out. And I wish New Frontier. I was trying to think of the name of the book. It's going to be called New Frontiers. So stay tuned for New Frontiers. We're going to promote the hell of it. George Takei, we love you. Got to meet George Takei through Keith Chow, and so I got to give him a necessary shout out.
I
love George, and I love Brad. Brad, you are awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah. Did you want to say something?
No, I was just saying, like, I just saw George one time in New York,
So
like, passing.
cool.
I was just going down the street from, this is the New York Comic Con,
Yeah.
and he was coming out of the show that he does.
Yeah.
And he was just there in the street, and I turned, and he's there, and I was like, like the freak out moment of realizing who you're standing in front of, and then, of course, he's surrounded by, like, and I'm like, I was just walking, I didn't mean.
He's so awesome.
He was so nice, though.
So awesome. So Keith Chow, amazing panelist, love you, brother. Sor Sung, who has worked with everybody, an amazing artist. Check her out on Sor Sung Art. I love her. She also, which I'm going to show later, gave a little something to my daughter, which is super special. And she is amazeballs and outspoken. And she says she talks like a Valley girl, but never mind. I love your voice. You're awesome. Stop.
Why does it matter if you're like a Valley girl?
Exactly. She's so cool. I love her to death, and she's so outspoken about everything and awesome. And also Arcia Rosagar, who's a Persian American creator who works forever in comics as well. Spawn, Incredible Hulk, and his latest book, which I really love, and I want to give this a shout out, Shawnama for Kids. He ran successful Kickstarter campaigns to get it started. It's basically a children's book which talks about various superheroes, well, not various superheroes, but legends, heroes within Persian culture that you may not have been aware of. And so I love it because he's giving back to his community, making these characters have another platform, and it's just awesome. And it's for kids. It's beautiful. My daughter loves it. And she's learning all about Persian culture. It's just a beautiful thing, and he's so awesome.
Cool.
So awesome, so sweet, so talented. He's also a musician. He's just an amazing guy. I love those guys to death. Keith, Sora, and Arcia. And for the panel, despite the technical issues, we packed the room.
Good.
We had, it was like usually it's divided. It was a full. We packed it, and the input afterward, people stayed and wanted to, tell us, how much they appreciated what we were doing. And I thank you, everyone that came up to me, and we're gonna try and do our best to even promote the culture even more. And it was just beautiful. So I think I've been rambling too long, but I just want to really
thank. You do talk a lot, but that's okay.
I haven't been on the show. They've taken over my show now. I'm behind the camera.
It's our show now. It's Brandy's and my show.
Yes,
you're
and
the
Rob.
cameraman. Yes, and Rob. Rob even's above you.
They let me on. So, but
and then he's got to talk the whole time.
I love you, everyone. Thank you for coming out to our Cost Love panel and to the I Can Be a Hero panel, hashtag I Can Be a Hero, and hashtag Totally Awesome Asians. I'm going to keep doing it just like I promote these guys. I love them, and I love you all for celebrating this. We all come together in this pop culture love, and so I just want to shout that out. Thank you all for coming to my panels, and I'll talk about the rest of the night, but let's continue on your rest of your Friday before we go into the evening. Because I had a fun evening, too, that I want to talk about on Friday night.
So on Friday night, I believe that was the charity event.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, Friday night was a charity event. So we went to, I had my notes. So Little Petal, it's a company, Little Petal and Jordan Dean did a late night charity event, which my friends and I went to, and all the proceeds of the event went to write Love on Her Arms, which is a beautiful charity on suicide awareness and whatnot. So it was cool because all of the raffle tickets and stuff that they gave out, all of the items were all female-based businesses that were donated to the event. It was packed. It's a really small place at I think it was RFD, so some kind of bar we just took Uber and went there, but It was great. Everyone's dancing, dressed up, and it was so beautiful to see how many people who were going to conventions, could go party it up and get drunk and be stupid, but we're going to a bar, but yet still being very supportive and donating their money and time for charity. So I wanted to shout out to Little Petal and Jordan to say, thank you so much for doing this, and so that was my Friday night, and then I passed out like an old lady, so I didn't do much after that.
So
and then you weren't there on Saturday, right? So
Saturday day I wasn't there. It was Saturday evening. So 2 party nights.
So you partied.
But going back to so Friday night was a party. I went to, and actually I have this little thing here. My amazing panelist Maki Roll throws this event on at AwesomeCon. It's called Awesome Minxes, and this was Volume 2. It is a nerdlesque, basically nerd burlesque.
Right.
And it was an amazing show. Amazing people. Louis Stardust, Maki Rose, Stella Chu, Jim Dandy, a bunch of great people. I know I'm missing a lot of names there. I will be posting video as well that I recorded on the New Release Wednesday page of some of the action.
Very not safe for work.
I was going to say.
It's PC. What I recorded is PC. So you don't have to worry about all of that. We're not going to have very good
transcending YouTube.
So some awesome stuff. They put on an amazing performance. So shout out to Maki and all of her crew for a great performance. When I was I don't want to. I hate putting this out there because it's man, big money. I was in the VIP section in the very front, so I actually got to be a part of the show a little bit with the Negan cosplayer who put the thing around my neck, and we were helping unstrap stuff, and it was fun.
I went to a charity event. Just throwing that
and here's
out
the guy
there.
that runs a charity at the burlesque show. They're beautiful people, and I love these people to death. And we're all adults here, and you go and have fun.
Right.
That's what it's all about. And so, shout out to Maki. That was my Friday night, having fun with friends and cheering on just a bunch of awesome dancers, performers, and great burlesque show. Have you ever been to a burlesque show?
I have quite a few times.
So you know what I'm talking about. Shut up. And but have you been in a nerd burlesque show?
Dude, do you know me?
Well,
Of course I have.
Okay. It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to attend one of Maki shows. They're awesome.
Cool beans.
All right. So Saturday, I wasn't at the show. Saturday, talk about the craziness going into, because I can only talk about Saturday night and my craziness.
Oh yeah. Well, Saturday was a cluster. I mean, that was where everyone who bought a ticket decided to show up. So it was very crowded. The lines were just off the chain, just nuts. I mean, just everyone who was there saw it. It's just it was hard to move. They brought me in New York Comic Con at that point because
So
when
did you
your
even
shoulder.
buy anything? Because I wouldn't want to. I don't like buying in that environment.
No, Saturday I did not, but I went. I did go down and I met John Barrowman.
Oh yeah.
And I was super excited because one of my best friends, Tori, who works at Brute Force, and I love you, and Paul as well.
Brute Force.
I was looking after their girls there, so they really wanted to see John, and I was like, okay, we'll get in line, we'll go see him. Of course, all the little girls are freaking out, and so I get a picture with him too, and he's like, let's just make stupid faces, and I'm like, oh my god, I love you,
I love
you understand me. But he was so lovely. Yeah, it was just, I didn't really, I work every convention that I do. So that I've been to for years, like last 5 or so many years. So this was like one of the first real conventions I got to just be a bum and then just go around. It was a late night. We went to a few parties and but yeah, Saturday for me was just looking
Turning
around.
into old woman again too, or
yeah, I'm a little old lady at this point, but I got to see a bunch of celebrities. I went down to a bunch of parties, walked into a few panels, just in and out of some stuff. But yeah, Saturday was just more of hanging with friends. That's really what conventions are for me. Is I rather spend time with my friends than you know. But Sunday I got to meet Stan freaking Lee. So Sunday was like, so I met Stan Lee in 2013 when he was at Baltimore Comic Con.
Okay, yes, that's
so
when
I
I first
believe
met
it
him
was
too.
2013.
Yeah.
But it was a few years ago. So I was really excited to meet him, and one of the things that I was so nervous back then that I wanted to say thank you for everything you do, and I never said it, and I just kind of stood there, smiled like an idiot, and went. So this time I knew I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
So I get in line and I smile and I was like, "Thank you for everything you do," and I did it. I was like, "Yay!" And then we had a funny little correspondence back and forth. Stan Lee is the god of the nerds. You know, he means so much to me. Like,
was he healthy? Because
he looks
we're all worried about him.
He looks
don't
so
want
tired.
him to
I'm not gonna lie.
lose.
Like, he looked very tired. So I actually, once I finally got to him, I was like, I wanted to give him a kind of a hug, and I was looking at his handler like, "You taking care of him?" The handler was like, "Yes." But I'm like, he just looked a little tired. But I mean, he's not even 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know, but he's still kicking
Just
He's
put him
still
in,
kicking ass.
like ice and preserve him and yes.
Yeah. So something to me was super exciting because I got to see him again. And then I went and bought a piece of artwork from Corey Smith. And you can find him on Corey Smith Art on Facebook, and I know he has an Instagram and whatnot, but it was a wonderful Iron Man with Robert Downey Jr. just staring into your soul. And what I'm going to do is put it on the top of the stairs so when people walk up, they know, don't fuck with me in my house. You want to catch these hands. But so that was all I got. Well, other than my awesome Colin shirt, so it looks like cotton candy. I really like it.
Cool.
So I don't want us to forget to do a huge shout out to Ben.
Oh yeah, Ben Penrod.
This is the reason we have Awesome Con was because of him. So I want to make sure we do not forget to thank him.
Definitely shout out to Ben. Love Ben.
I've been to every show he's done from 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5, and I am.
So you're a 5-year attendee.
Yeah. So I want to say Ben, damn man, this like. From
it's beautiful.
The room where, if you were at the convention, the room where they had the arcade.
Yes.
Is
the original one.
Year one's convention.
Yeah.
So just imagine how that moment to this moment of what he has done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to make sure we did not forget to thank Ben because you really have brought, if the numbers were correct and maybe more or whatnot, but 60,000 nerds came to DC for this convention.
I should have got some wine glasses so we could have toasted to them.
I know. So
toasting to you, Ben. 5-year anniversary. Looking forward to the next 5.
Yes, we are looking forward to it. This was an amazing convention. I'm just literally like, everything is awesome. That should be their theme.
Definitely. Back to me real quick.
Yeah. He's going to talk more.
God, people.
I'm sure that people are looking at the clock going, we're ready to go. Go ahead.
Saturday evening, because I didn't do Saturday day because I had the recital. Attended the official Sonic Boombox party hosted by
John.
Stella Chu. My buddy John Hanley with Sonic Boombox. Had a great time, had a blast. Did a little pre-gaming at one of the hotels with my friends with Tidewater Comic Con. Viva Valentina and Keith Rhodes and Joshua Vasquez, all those guys. We had a blast. Kit, Candela, we just had a ball. And then we met up with all of our underwater squad, UWS, #UWS, what's up, Maki, all of my people over there, Lua. Just had a ball Saturday night. Had a little bit too much to drink. And then went pre-gamed a little bit afterward. Crashed McDonald's at probably like 2 or 3
We had very
o'clock
different
in the morning.
experiences. Like, he was...
I don't party because I'm a dad.
And I was like with friends.
I get to party at cons. This is where I party. So that was Saturday night. Shout out to Sonic Boombox again. Love them. John, you're my man. Cindy as well, his gal. So had a ball there. Sunday being it Father's Day, so I was gonna chill and just go be there by myself and film stuff and get you and do some interviews, but it was Father's Day and I was like, you know what? Let me bring the family. My wife was down. She was kind of over the con thing because when I used to write and publish comic books and do that with my talent, she used to man the table with me. She kind of OD'd on comics.
I can imagine.
She really rarely goes out to this kind of stuff. So, but she was down for it. And what I love about AwesomeCon, and it's a credit to Ben being a family man, a father himself, he incorporates awesome activities for the whole family.
Yes.
There was the Stanley Museum, which you touched upon. I filmed pretty much the entire thing, so I should be putting out a video on the whole Stanley Museum soon on the New Release Wednesday page. There was a FutureCon exhibit that was kind of hosted by a lot of the museums in the DC area that was awesome, and my daughter did all those kind of cool things and made some awesome things.
They even have a kids corner.
Yes, the kids corner, where they could do comics. Nickelodeon was there. So I'm going to show you some real quick stuff because we're going really long on this video. Some of the stuff I picked up and some of the stuff that my daughter picked up. Because I want to be like the Heroes Con folks, Rob and Brandy, who did their video and they showed all their cool stuff. So I want to get on that stuff because I really picked up some cool stuff too. Okay? So real quick. Whatevs. Behind the camera, flipping me off, whatever. I still love them.
Doing the rock sign.
Yeah, you say rock sign to me.
And she,
Archie.
We're together.
Vietnam.
Let's do your thing.
I picked up some awesome stuff. I'm a big Black Panther fan, and I have a Black Panther shirt that's Hello Kitty style. So when I saw this original art piece of Black Panther in Hello Kitty style, I had to get it, man. You know, it was awesome. And I think it's Tom Kelly is the artist that did that. If I don't have that right when I do this video and edit it, I'll actually have the correct name there. But he is dope and a very cool dude. So I had to scoop the Black Panther up for me. This amazing origin. It was only $8. This is
really
original
nice.
Art on cardboard, but for $8,
That's a
hello, it's a steal. So I got Black Panther for myself, and I got Wonder Woman because my daughter's a Wonder Woman fan. A little Hello Kitty Wonder Woman for her as well. So come on, it's a steal. If you see this guy buy up all the stuff, I want to buy more stuff when I see him again. It's a steal. Cool stuff. I also met Matthew Lineham. It's M Lineham Art on Instagram. He did this awesome Where's Negan piece.
I found Negan.
I'm a Walking Dead fan, so and we all love Negan. We are Negan, so I had to get.
We are all Negan.
I had to get this Where's Negan piece. It's beautiful. It incorporates thriller zombies. Pretty much a lot of the zombie classics are incorporated in here, besides just The Walking Dead. So. M Lineham Art on Instagram. He also has a Facebook page. Check him out. Great guy. Pleasure to meet him. And got this signed. And this is going in my bathroom. Okay. So it's a great conversational piece while you're sitting on the toilet. You'll look up and you'll find Negan and all kinds of stuff.
What happens when you find it though? Then you're always gonna look at it and always know it's there.
That is true. That's what goes bad with all this stuff. Why are you bringing me down, girl?
Sorry, I just letting you know, being real.
Some other awesome pieces. I talked about Sora Soong earlier, who I love. Love you, girl. She actually, when we came by her table and I brought my daughter, she gave this piece to my daughter. Aww. So very sweet of her. I would have given her all the money. My daughter, again, loves Wonder Woman, so she got this awesome original piece, print, signed by Sora. Love it. To Madison. Stay wonderful. Cool stuff. Thank you, Sora.
That's so sweet.
Another good friend, Marc Mariano. Who's an amazing artist. This is volume 1 of Flabbergast, Science Friction. My daughter's all about science, if you didn't know. And so I had to get that because it's a cute little children's book and cute little characters and sci-fi, helping my daughter be the little geek that she is. And so picked that up. And that also came with some prints. So Marc was like hooking her up. So we got a little Adventure Time print. And then, because it was Father's Day, they hooked me up with a Turtles print that I just love. It's just so cute. Nice. In Marc's amazing style. I had to scoop it. So, thank you so much, Marc. Beautiful stuff. Again, like I said, Nickelodeon was there. They had the Nickelodeon booth. And here's my little one. Shimmer and Shine, I think, are these characters. And my daughter took a picture with Shimmer and Shine. They were awesome.
Adorable.
And, I love that you knew that.
Oh, yeah. And so... Hey, I hang out with my little one. We watch it.
Color.
Yeah, got a little book. Got to meet them. That was awesome. Last but not least, and I think I actually have some other stuff, but I forgot to bring it because I'm trying to be like Rob and Brandy because they're super cool. Got a Wonder Woman again. A nice little one-of-a-kind piece of art by Sarah Galbraith. She goes by May Fairy Tale. Check out My Fairy Tale on Instagram. Just this amazing Wonder Woman piece that is just beautiful. I couldn't walk away without it. She's awesome. And then I had to get something for myself. Whenever I see Groot at a con, I have to pick it up. And so the Volume 2 Baby Groot with the whole controller thing where they don't want to blow up the planet.
I am Groot.
I am Groot, yes.
I am Groot.
So I had to get that.
I'm sorry.
It was Amazeballs, but Sarah Galbraith, shout out to them. Those are some of my cool stuff that I got, man.
You got some cool stuff.
And had a great time. Again, like you, we've been there for 5 years and we'll continue to go. And going back to what Rob and Brandy said, sucks that Awesome Con is also was the same time as Heroes Con. Thankfully enough, in 2018, it will be on separate weekends, so I can do both.
Because Awesome Con will be on Easter weekend actually for next year. So I find that's gonna be really interesting to see how many people can actually show up. Because I know a lot of stores just don't let you take off holidays like that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that affects the attendees. But of course I'm going. So.
I'm going, and hopefully we can bring the whole show there, and you can see us all in one instead of us having to separate like we did this past weekend.
Yes.
It would be fun.
I missed Brandy.
And I missed Rob.
Thank you, pal.
So
I missed him. I just had him.
And we didn't even meet each other at the show.
No.
They were together.
I saw him once in Rain.
Okay, so
We saw each other like 3 times throughout the
we really
weekend.
weren't even all together.
No
He did
breakfast,
his thing, I
no
did my
lunch.
Oh,
shit.
really?
No
Yeah.
dinner. It's like tag team in the hotel room.
Just, we have different priorities at convention. It's cool.
She's in at 10 p.m. I'm in at 4 a.m. 4:30 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
So
that's our
Awesome
review,
Con.
guys. So I mean, Awesome Con is awesome.
Awesome.
Seriously,
Heroes. We're gonna be at both.
It's legit. The reason we call it awesome is that when you leave Awesome Con, you go, "That was awesome."
Yes.
So,
Good times.
All
That's
right,
our Awesome
guys.
Con recap, y'all.
All right, bye.